Alright, guys, I'm going to show you another trick. And I do recommend knee pads for this because unlike a yoga mat, you can do this anywhere you feel like it. I like training on cement and other things. And I've also used these things when I had to do renovation. I was the tearer aparter and thrower in the dumpster for restoration companies and construction cleanup. And I did this, with anything I can find on during my lunch break. And this has a lot of other purposes. So you can even use a sledgehammer or anything, but get yourself a baton. It could be a piece of wood. But unlike, say, you don't got a bench or any kind of furniture to use, you could do everything, of course, like this. And I could still not do a standing split without being against something, standing on. So this actually goes hand in hand with that if you want to be standing up and put your leg up like I'm doing in the videos. But when I do this, say this is never going to be perfect. Some of us, maybe it won't. I can do a side split a hell of a lot better than I do this. And who knows, like sometimes you got to go, I have to do it a pretty good bit. I still got, what this does for you is, you can even get a longer bar and have your hands up here. You want to kind of, you do your other exercises and the scorpion stretches the best you can when you bring your foot out and the dancers do. Just do your best and all of that, but then you do this, use one of these. You can use a longer bar so your hands are up higher. But say you're not just stretching this, don't force that because you could ruin this hip. You're feeling it in this leg. You're actually not just stretching this, you're kind of stretching the rest of you. You're arching your back and your neck too. Because if you look at your side profile in your videos, how it ain't going to be perfect. Some of us are not as good as the front split. We may not, even if you don't get past like this, so what? It's still extremely good for you. But then you want to work on it, get better. Always put your hand up here so you don't do it in any kind of way you might actually stab yourself. But different kind of positions you can use it for pushing. You can hold it here, but as long as you're pushing, you're trying to get your back arched up, you're stretching like around your back and your neck, then you do separate exercise to work this, but then in the long run, you want to kind of get yourself like, this leg eventually goes back. You can eventually feel it in this thigh here, but if you're grinding in the hip there and it's not, the muscle ain't stretched, get back up and out of it, and wag it out and, jump up and down a little bit and start over. As many times as it takes, get up. Just like I was telling you about the side splits. You're feeling some wrong grinding, something ain't right in the hips. You don't want to be ruining the cartilage in your hips. Don't force yourself. You do it, say maybe even for a minute. Get back up. Stomp it out, wagged out, and many times as it takes. Even if you do it every 30 seconds, get up, back down, backed up. Better than forcing yourself, and if you're ruining any cartilage in your hips, you don't want to do that. If the muscle ain't being stretched right, you're grinding something, you're just hurting yourself, you know what I mean? So, even, every little thing you do is better than nothing. It'll make you feel better, you'll be able to walk better and stronger and everything else. But even while you're watching this, I can see the camera, you're getting a little further down. Still ain't going to be perfect, but you can put it back like this, too. Like this. Or you can use two of these things. I have used two before. I had other videos that I was doing stuff with music, do two of them. Then, of course, you can practice them scorpion stretches standing up with your foot back, the back of the wall in your socks. Stretch that foot out, too. But, okay, so I don't want to make this video too long, but we'll do the other side, too, anyway. What the hell? And don't be discouraged. Like say if you don't get that side flip complete. This is I could do the standing split with. What I had to do is render this and put that in the corner there. Even though try to keep the leg straight. This would be the leg you're standing on. Say if I got this foot up in the air like any other videos, you could still kick pretty high, but the leg would be bent because looks, like you can do like that over here. But then again, you hold it like close to you, put your hand up here so you don't stab yourself in the damn face or anything. Or you go like this. But use it as a tool to push yourself back. Go here. There. Fall over. And eventually, you can hold it up. But, that's how you do that. And, maybe when you're looking in a camera, one leg, like here, will look better than the other, like you're almost getting it, maybe closer than the other, even though it ain't that great. We all have one leg that's better than the other, like say, right leg out, left leg back, or left leg out, right leg back. For some reason, one's better than the other. That's almost like that with everybody. But even if you get no further than this, it's still extremely good for you. You can feel it in here, and there's difference in everything you do. But with me, like I got several sessions at once. I'll get a little bit better if I keep right on going, but I ain't gonna make you watch that in one big long ass video. But you start getting a little better. Say I did a separate video. After I did this, maybe it'll be a little better. But that's how you do it.